Welcome back to Jamyy English. I'm Jace.
And I'm Amy. Episode 10, double digits.
10 episodes, 10 days in a row. That's a real streak. If you've been with us from day one, you have shown up every single day for 10 days. That's not nothing.
That's actually remarkable. Most people give up a new habit within the first week. You're past that.
Keep going. Okay, today is a quick but very practical one. We're finishing the transport series with Rideshares and taxis.
Uber, Didi, Grab, Bolt, Lyft. Whatever app you use, the English conversation that happens around these rides is short but very specific.
And it matters because when you get in a car with a stranger who only speaks English and they ask you something, you need to be ready.
I had my first Uber experience in London. I was fine with the app, same as Chinese apps, very intuitive. But when the driver started chatting, I was caught completely off guard.
What did he say?
He said, "All right," which in British English means, "How are you? Hello." And I said, "Yes, the app is working fine, thank you." I thought he was asking if the app was working. He was just saying hello. The driver was very kind about it, but I learned that day, know the social English around these situations, not just the practical English.
That story is perfect, and that's exactly what we're covering today. Let's go. Step 1, booking the ride. This all happens in the app, so no English needed yet. But when the driver calls you, because sometimes they do, you need to be ready.
A driver might call to confirm your location. "Hi, I'm your Uber driver. Are you outside the coffee shop?" Or, "I'm on the main road. Can you see a white Toyota?"
Your response, "Yes, I can see you. I'm waving." Or, "I'm just coming out now. I'll be 1 minute." Or, "I'm at the blue door on Johnson Street." Simple location descriptions.
If you can't find them, "I can't see you. What color is your car?" Or, "Could you drive forward a little?" Forward means further ahead in the direction they're already going.
Step 2, getting in. The driver will usually confirm your name. "Are you Amy?" And you confirm, "Yes, that's me." Or you check their name against the app. "Are you David?" Always verify for safety.
Then the social greeting. In the US and UK, drivers often say, "How are you doing today?" Or simply, "Hi, how's it going?" You don't need a long answer. "Good, thanks. How about you?" does the job perfectly. It's warm, it's brief, it's natural.
Then they might ask, "Do you know the best route?" Or, "Have you got a preference for the route?" This is asking if you want them to follow GPS or if you have a specific way you'd like to go.
If you don't know, I'll leave it to you, whatever's quickest. Or follow the GPS, that's fine. Very simple.
If you do have a preference, "Actually, could you take the highway? I'm in a bit of a rush." Or, "Could you avoid the bridge? It tends to get congested." Congested means heavy traffic, blocked up.
Step 3, during the ride. Most drivers will either chat or stay quiet. They follow your lead. If you don't want to talk, you can give short, friendly responses and then look at your phone. Most drivers understand and won't push it.
If you're happy to chat, which is actually great English practice, the driver will often cover these topics. Where are you from? What brings you here? How long are you staying? Weather, local events.
These are the exact small talk topics we covered in episode 5. You're already prepared.
If the driver asks where are you from and you say Shanghai, China, expect them to say something like, "Oh, I've always wanted to go," or "My daughter studied Mandarin." Just roll with it. It's friendly.
And if you want silence but the driver keeps talking, you don't have to be rude. You can say, "Sorry, do you mind if I take this call?" Even if you don't have a call. Or, "I have some work to catch up on," if you don't mind. Most drivers will immediately understand and give you space.
That's a good one. Very polite, very effective.
Step 4, specific requests during the ride. "Could you turn up the air conditioning a little?" Or, "Is it okay if I open the window?" Always ask before adjusting anything in someone else's car. It's their workspace.
"Could you turn the music down slightly?" Very politely said. Slightly softens it. You're not saying the music is bad, just that you'd prefer it quieter. Most drivers respond very well to polite requests.
"Could we make a quick stop? I need to grab something from this shop." A quick stop means a brief, short stop. Not everyone will agree. Some drivers will say they can't stop for insurance reasons. Totally fair, but it's fine to ask, politely.
"I think we've passed it. My destination was back there." If the driver overshoots your location. Calm, clear, factual. "Could you pull over here?" Pull over means stop the car at the side of the road.
Step 5, arriving. The driver will usually say, "We're here," or "This is your stop," or "You've arrived."
You say, "Perfect, thank you so much," or "Great, thanks for the ride." Short and warm.
If it was a great ride, good conversation, smooth route, on time, you have a great day, or safe travels, or even, I'll give you 5 stars. That last one, drivers absolutely love hearing it.
I'll give you 5 stars. 3 words that mean a lot to someone whose income depends on ratings.
And if something went wrong route, long wait, uncomfortable ride, you don't need to say anything. Just rate honestly in the app afterward. You don't owe the driver a confrontation.
Though if something is seriously wrong, you feel unsafe, the driver is aggressive, the car is a different one from the app, you can and should say, "Please stop the car, I'd like to get out here." Clearly and firmly, your safety comes first, always. Let's talk about something that connects rideshares and taxis to culture. Because the small talk that happens in these rides is actually a window into local life that most tourists never get.
That's so true. Some of my best conversations abroad have been in taxis. Drivers know their cities better than anyone. They see everything. They talk to hundreds of people a week.
So, if you're open to it, a taxi or rideshare ride is actually a fantastic English practice opportunity, and the topics that come up are very predictable, which means you can prepare for them.
Let's go through the most common conversation starters from drivers. Number 1, where are you visiting from? We've covered this one extensively. Have your answer ready. Your name, your city, one interesting thing about it. I'm from Shanghai. It's one of the biggest cities in the world, actually.
Number 2, first time here? This is asking if it's your first visit to this city. If yes, yes, actually. Any recommendations while I'm here? Drivers love this question. They'll tell you their favorite local restaurant, the best view, the hidden neighborhood nobody visits, genuine local knowledge.
Any recommendations? This is such a powerful phrase in travel conversations. Recommendations means suggestions, advice, and locals almost always have something great to share.
Number 3, how long are you staying? This is straightforward. Just a few days, flying out Friday. Or, about 2 weeks, I'm doing a bit of traveling around the country.
Number 4, and this one is very British. What do you think of the weather? You know this one, episode 5. It's a bit gray today, isn't it? The driver will immediately warm to you.
Number 5, what brings you here? Business or holiday? Business means work travel. Holiday is the British word for vacation. Americans say vacation, British say holiday. It's a mix, actually. Conference on Monday, then a few extra days to explore.
And sometimes drivers share things about themselves unprompted. They might mention their home country, their family, how long they've been driving. This is an invitation to reciprocate, to share a little about yourself in return. The conversation becomes genuinely two-sided.
Reciprocate, to give back equally. If someone shares something personal, it's natural to respond with something about yourself. This is what makes a conversation feel warm rather than one-sided.
One phrase that keeps conversations going beautifully is, "That's interesting. How long have you been in this city?" It shows genuine curiosity and redirects the conversation back to them if you're running low on things to say.
And the phrase that wraps up any conversation gracefully, "It's been great chatting. Thanks for the local tips." This signals warmly that the conversation is coming to a close without being abrupt. Now, traditional taxis. Because not everywhere has rideshare apps, and sometimes a taxi is just what you need.
Hailing a taxi, getting one from the street. In many cities, you stick your arm out as a taxi approaches and it will stop if it's available. In others, you go to a taxi rank, a designated waiting area.
When you get in, "Hi, can you take me to Heathrow Airport, Terminal 2, please?" Or, "I need to go to the Grand Hotel on Baker Street." Always give the full address or be very specific. Taxi drivers know their cities well, but a hotel name alone might not be enough.
The driver might ask, "Do you know which route you'd like?" Or just start driving. In many cities, taxis have a meter, a device that calculates your fare based on distance and time. Is the meter running? Means, is it calculating? Has it started?
How long will it take to get there? A reasonable question. How much do you think it'll be? For an estimate. The driver might say roughly 20 to 25 pounds, or I'm not sure exactly, it depends on traffic.
At the end, how much do I owe you? Or you look at the meter. If paying by card, do you take card? Some taxis are cash only, so good to ask before you get in if you can.
Tip culture for taxis. In the US, tipping taxi drivers is standard, usually 10 to 15%. In the UK, it's appreciated but not as strictly expected. Rounding up to the nearest pound is common.
Keep the change. This is how you tell the driver to keep the extra money as a tip. Very common phrase. You hand over your money and say, keep the change. Simple and friendly.
Or if the driver says, that's $9.80, and you hand over a 10, keep the change. 20 pence tip is not generous, but the phrase itself is the right one.
I want to add something about paying for rideshares and taxis in different countries, because this trips people up more than you'd expect.
Yes, payment culture varies a lot, and getting it wrong can be awkward or even cause a small dispute.
In the US, rideshares like Uber and Lyft are almost always paid through the app automatically. You don't need to do anything. It charges your card on file when the ride ends. So don't reach for your wallet when you arrive. Just say thank you and get out.
But taxis in the US, traditional yellow cabs especially, often accept card but sometimes prefer cash. Always ask when you get in, do you take card? And if they say cash only, make sure you have enough before the ride starts.
In the UK, black cabs, the iconic London taxis, almost always take card now, but some private hire vehicles, minicabs, might be cash only. Again, ask up front. Is it okay to pay by card?
Australia is largely cashless now, card and contactless everywhere. Same for most of Singapore, Japan, and South Korea if you find yourself there. But smaller cities and rural areas in any country might still be cash heavy.
The phrase, do you have a minimum for card, is worth knowing. Some drivers or companies only accept card payments above a certain amount. Is there a minimum fare for card payment?
And receipts, if you need one for expenses or records, could I get a receipt, please? In rideshare apps, receipts come automatically by email. For taxis, the driver will usually print one or write it by hand.
Could I have an itemized receipt? Itemized means broken down, showing fare, tolls, any extras separately. Useful for business travel reimbursements.
Tolls. These are road charges for certain bridges, tunnels, or highways. In some cities, the driver might say, there's a toll on this route. That'll be added to the fare. Completely normal. That's fine. Go ahead. Is a perfectly good response.
Or, is there a route without the toll? If you're not in a hurry and want to save a bit, the driver will let you know if it adds significant time.
Surge pricing. This is when rideshare prices go up during busy periods. Late Friday night, after a big concert, during heavy rain. The app will warn you and show a multiplier. Surge pricing, or high demand pricing. You can either accept it or wait for prices to drop. How long until surge pricing ends is something you can ask the app support, though the timing is unpredictable.
Knowing these payment details in advance means you arrive relaxed instead of confused, and a relaxed passenger makes for a better conversation, a better tip, and a better review. Let me cover airport pickups specifically, because this is a very common scenario, arriving somewhere new and needing to find your arranged driver or the taxi rank.
If someone is meeting you, you'll often see drivers holding signs with your name. Look for your name, approach, confirm, "Hi, I'm Amy. Are you here for me?" Or, "I think you might be waiting for me. I'm the booking from Shanghai."
If you can't find your driver, "Excuse me, I have a car arranged for pickup. Who do I contact if I can't find the driver?" Ask airport information staff.
For rideshare pickups at airports, most large airports have a specific rideshare pickup area, not the main taxi rank. Check your app, it will usually tell you exactly where to go. Where is the rideshare pickup area is a great question to ask airport staff.
And if your flight was delayed and your driver has left, "My flight was delayed, I had a car booked, but I think my driver may have left. What are my options for getting into the city?" Perfect use of the phrase from episode 9.
What are my options? Works in transportation, works in medical situations, works everywhere. A phrase that invites solutions. Amy, I want to add something important before the lightning round. Safety vocabulary for taxis and rideshares, because knowing these phrases could genuinely matter one day.
Yes, this is worth taking time on.
First, verifying your ride before you get in. Always check 3 things. The license plate. Does it match what the app shows? The driver's photo. Does this person look like the photo? And the car model. Sorry, are you Michael, and is this a silver Honda Civic? All 3 match? You're good.
If something doesn't match, "I'm sorry, I think I have the wrong car." Step back. Don't get in. Request another ride from a safe location.
Second, sharing your location. Most rideshare apps let you share your trip with the contact. It's a small thing that takes 10 seconds and gives you enormous peace of mind, especially if you're traveling alone at night.
And if you feel uncomfortable during a ride, your gut says something is wrong, you have options. You can call someone and say out loud, "Hi, I'm in a car heading to Main Street. I'll be there in about 10 minutes." Even if no one is on the line, it signals to the driver that someone knows where you are.
Or you can say to the driver, "I just need to message my friend with our location." And you do exactly that.
And the most important phrase if you feel genuinely unsafe, "Please stop the car here. I need to get out." Say it clearly. You don't need to explain. Your safety is more important than politeness.
These are the phrases you hope you never need, but knowing them means you're never without options.
Know them, have them ready, and travel confidently because of it.
Quick vocabulary round. I give the situation, you give the phrase.
Ready.
You can't find your Uber.
Hi, I can't see you. What color is your car? I'm at the blue door.
You want the driver to follow GPS.
Follow the GPS, that's fine. I'll leave it to you.
You want the music quieter.
Could you turn the music down slightly? Thank you.
You're paying cash in a taxi and want a tip.
Keep the change.
The driver overshot your stop.
I think we've passed it. Could you pull over here, please?
You had a great ride.
Thank you so much. I'll give you 5 stars.
Perfect every time.
10 episodes complete. We have covered so much.
Self-introductions, morning routines, asking for directions, ordering food, weather and small talk, numbers, time and money, shopping, health and doctors, public transport, taxis, and rideshares.
You now have the English to navigate a huge amount of real-life situations.
And tomorrow, we keep going. Episode 11.
We're going to talk about the phone calls, voicemails, video calls, the English of communicating when you can't see someone's face.
Which has its own specific challenges and vocabulary.
And Jay's apparently has opinions about voicemails.
Very strong opinions. Nobody leaves voicemails anymore, and I will die on this hill.
Ha! Tune in tomorrow to hear both sides.
Thank you for 10 episodes. Truly. Let's learn, speak, and grow together. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.